welcome back to Small Business Big Impact, where we highlight small businesses all across America in your community everywhere to kind of give them a spotlight for what the kind of impact they're doing in their community. We want to make sure that all small businesses get some form of exposure, especially now in this critical time that we're facing with this crisis. We know that the headlines are consumed with everything that's small business. We know for a fact that 30.7 million small businesses are in America. That makes a majority of the businesses being small business owners. And we want to make sure that they get a spotlight. They may not have the budget, they may not have the exposure to do so. So every little opportunity that they could get, we want to make sure that we provide it to them. This is Marlon Brammer, and welcome back to Small Business Impact. I want to talk about something that's, again, very prevalent in the media nowadays. I came across an article that essentially says that Main Street is crumbling before our eyes. That came from BuzzFeed News. It's written by Vanessa Wong. And it says that no one seems to be able to save it. And she highlights the fact that there are primarily all these small businesses who participated in the PPP or any one of these SBA loans. They're still woefully being left behind. You know, back in maybe 2016 or 2015, there's this old phrase that came about called too big to fail. And now it seems as if there are businesses in America that might be too small to survive this pandemic, as she highlights. So I'd encourage you to take a look at this article. It'll challenge the way that we're looking at things. It does a good job of highlighting specific small business owners who are primarily facing the challenges, and they've applied for either the PPP or some form of funding, and they didn't receive it, or it wasn't just enough. We're recognizing that here in America, there are businesses who are pretty much closed permanently. If you've seen a business close, maybe say back in March, and they're not open by now, is a great likelihood that they may not be open at all. And why is this important? It's very important because, like I said, 30.7 million small business owners are in America. That makes up a majority of the businesses who are running the American employing individuals. And obviously, if we know that they're not employed, then the economy is affected. Now, it's important for us to highlight the difference between the economy and the stock market, because the market is an indication of wealth as opposed to the economy, which is an indication of economic growth, right? One doesn't necessarily affect the other. As you can tell, the stock market has been hitting record highs, even though as of today, there was a significant downswing between yesterday and today. But for the most part, they've been enjoying significant growth. So there we have a significant expanse between what is wealth, what is economic growth, right? And we have a second podcast that tries to address that specific question, and that is called the gap theory. So, you know, when you have some time, you can take a look at the gap theory as we try to define wealth gap in America and how we try to address that in our individual lives. So what we're doing here with Small Business Big Impact, we are essentially trying to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. I'm a small business owner. The small business owner you're going to be hearing from today, he is independently a small business owner as well. He's trying to pull himself up from his bootstrap. And, you know, we are essentially trying to make sure that we are our own rescue package. We're not waiting around for the government, although we might welcome whatever support they may provide us. We recognize that any support that they provide us, as highlighted in this article, will only be for a short term. The rest will actually be left up to us. So there are many companies that I'm talking to. In fact, the business that we interviewed last week told us that she was essentially modifying her approach, and it has proven well for her, right? So she, instead of relying on a brick and mortar approach, she's actually relying on home sales, and that has actually improved her bottom line. And we're going to hear from this innovative small business owner. He is a friend, and give him the introduction he deserves, but he does a much better job at it. This is owns a patent that will revolutionize sports as we see it right now, and he is poised to do some very significant things in terms of sport. For years, he has been a coach. In fact, when I met this gentleman, I met him in a work setting, and I did not know he was actually a coach until everyone who knew him for quite some time before I did walked in and shook his hand and gave him some great respect. And the accolade was coach. I never really knew his first name until I actually started talking to him. I always knew him as coach. So he was an instrumental part of his community, an impactful part of his community, and a perfect candidate for interview today. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Mr. Kendrick Edwards of J Shields.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, sir?
I'm hanging in
You
there.
like that applause?
Yeah, I'm just hanging in there. How's it going?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So as I said, I didn't want to steal your thunder. So I'm gonna give you the floor and give an opportunity to talk about why you are here, right? So you own a patent and a business, and that patent and business is about to revolutionize sports as we see it. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to kind of explain what that patent is and what it does and what that product is, and then we can dive a little bit deeper into it.
Okay. Well, good morning to you too as well. My name is Kendrick Edwards, and I am the CEO and founder of J Shields LLC, and I also am the proud owner of a patent of prescription helmet shield. Now, I know you're probably wondering what is prescription helmet shield. I developed and invented a shield, which is a visor that athletes use in football, skiing, hockey, marine biology, and several other sports, and also welding. It can be used in many ways. And what I developed was that I put the glasses inside of the shield for the optometrist to be able to put the medicine into the shield for individuals to be able to have a corrected vision and to be able to see what they're doing when they're playing their sport.
So let's just summarize everything that you said, because it said a whole lot right there, and you even covered stuff that I didn't even cover. So you invented a shield or prescriptive glass that can be placed in any competitive shield or any competitive helmet, I should say, or in a industrial setting. So let's say, so for example, someone like myself who has four eyes. If you're watching via any of these videos that we're putting out with the podcast, I have four. The two on the exterior is very powerful, and it comes with a prescription from a doctor. But if I wanted to play a sport, or if I had an industrial job, let's say welding, and I needed to make sure that I'm focused on the ball, I'm focused on the tool, it'll be challenging. I either have to use a contact lens, which can be knocked out if we're doing impact sports, or keep my glasses on, which is very uncomfortable, especially if we're going to put on a helmet. So you essentially created a insert with the prescription that can be placed on the shield. Is that correct?
That's correct. And when we get to that point, they will be able to see the shield that I created, and they can get a better understanding what exactly I'm speaking about.
Okay, great. So what I'm going to do, you queued us up right there. What I'm going to do is go ahead and share a video with our audience, essentially of what that shield is all about.
Every year, countless athletes with an eye prescription are forced to use the same helmets as everyone else. But now there's another option. Introducing the Prescription Helmet Shield, designed by inventor Kendrick Edwards. The invention is a prescription visor for a helmet. Not only will the visor provide superior physical protection, it will help a player see without them having to wear glasses, goggles, or contact lenses. The visor would be produced with prescription as determined by a player's ophthalmologist. It would then be fastened to the inside of a helmet, just like other visors. However, now, the player will have a clear view of the field. No longer will they have to deal with losing their contact lenses or wearing foggy prescription goggles. They can just focus on the competition. The Prescription Helmet Shield will be ideal for all players, from Pee Wee football to the NFL. It can also be used for hockey, welding, scuba diving, skiing, and more. Be the first to contact us now for manufacturing, retail, wholesale distribution, or licensing opportunities.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A prescription shield that's pretty much good with any set of circumstances that might come about. We're looking at different sporting areas, football, hockey, and in welding. So give me some of the applications that you envision with this shield.
Can you talk up a little?
Yeah, what are some of the applications that you envision with the shield?
Well, some of the applications could be many more. A lot of people, they go scuba diving and they have on contacts, or they have on glasses, and it really gets in their way when they're diving down there. And sometimes they can't stay that long because the contacts either get irritated or the glasses get fogged up. The shield that I developed won't have fog. You'll be able to see clear just as well as you're walking with your glasses on. Let's say, for instance, football players, they're out there playing with contacts. Contacts are not good to play the physical contact sport that they're playing in. And with this particular visor, they will be able to have the ophthalmologist to put the prescription into the visor of the eyes of the visor for the helmet, where they will be able to see. Many more people, individuals who are skiing, folks who are doing welding, folks who are basically, out there doing something that utilizes their eyes, and they don't have to use contacts or sports goggles, because some of the sports goggles, they fog up. So I created something that'll be comfortable where they don't have to worry about their eyes getting damaged or their vision being able to see what the activity that they're doing.
So it protects added protection for the eye.
Yes, it protects your eyes. Because if you look at every week, sometimes your contacts get scratched, or sometimes they fall. And each time you lose your contacts, you have to go and pay for another set. So, and I'm trying to get something to move forward so they don't have to have that problem during that process.
Awesome. Now, one quick question: How did this invention come about? What inspired you to create it? What was the aha moment for you?
Well, I have a son, and he was 4 going on 5, and he wanted to play sports. He wanted to start off playing flag football. And that's when my wife informed me that he needed to wear glasses. And in order for him to wear glasses, they were preferring that he get sports goggles. During the time when they put in the prescription to order his sports goggles, when the goggles were retrieved and delivered, and I looked at them, and my son said to me, he said, "Dad, the kids will laugh at me if I wear this." So he continued to play sports without his glasses and not have the use of the goggles. And that kind of done something to me. When you have a child and you're a parent, you kind of look back and you say, wow, what can I do? So that's when I went to the drawing board to figure out what can I create that will be comfortable, not only for my son, but for the entire world. And that's when I came up with the prescription helmet shield.
Right. So it was a product that was born out of experience and personal and deep experiences that you went through with your son. Now,
Yes,
Mr. Kendrick Edwards, I know you as coach. Why is
yes.
that?
Well, I first
Share with
started
the
coaching.
audience why anywhere in South Florida, if you should walk into Walmart, if you should walk into court, if you should walk pretty much anywhere in the world, you're recognized as coach. Why is that?
I've spent my whole entire life coaching and giving back to the young youth and
Hmm.
instilling in them and making sure they understand the concepts of being a coach and understand the concepts of them being an athlete is what I coach in sports. I always teach the young athletes, you must become a student before you become the athlete. Okay?
Yes.
Sports teaches you discipline and structure and how to maintain yourself in society. And I always let them know you can turn the tables as an athlete and become a student in college as well and in school to achieve your goals. And I've been coaching for a long time. I
Hmm.
started off when I was in college in 1986 with intramural sports. And then I filtered back down when I came home in Miami with my coaching career that started in 1993. And from
Wow.
there, I've always had the love and the passion to work with the young youth because if anybody will look around to their left and the right and their front and the back, these young men and women are our future.
Right.
We have to pass the baton along in life. So that's why I enjoy coaching. So a lot of folks see me, they say, "Hey, coach, what's up?" And I've
Right.
always liked the nature of being able there to be able to help people and work around other coaches who were there with me to help me succeed in life as a coach.
Yes. So, and I've witnessed where adults have approached you and said, "Hey, you used to be my coach," and the whole nine yards. So, I know that you've been having an impact for decades on the lives of individuals. What you just said means that it's not about the sport for you. It's more about the impact that you have on the lives of kids in the community.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, at time to time, I see a lot of them, and they have children, and they say, "Coach, what's going on?" And they're doing the same philosophy and following the same guidelines that I instilled in them. And a lot of them are successful, um, and they're doing wonderful things in the world today, and they're just working just as hard as they did on the football field. And a lot of them went to play college ball and they have college degrees. That's the most important thing to me in life. Seeing someone be successful in life, not just getting in the end zone or shooting a 3-pointer or hitting a home run or even making a soccer or a hockey goal. Just to see them say, "Coach, I have 2 tickets for you to come to my graduation." That makes me feel really great.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And knowing full well that that graduation is sometimes limited to X amount of people, and that you get an invite from a person that you whose life you affected, that must meant a whole lot to you. Um,
Yes.
so Coach, if you don't mind me calling you that, Coach,
Yeah.
I'm
Go ahead.
gonna,
Anytime.
yeah. So every time that I speak with you, it doesn't matter what we're speaking about. We could be speaking about business. We could be speaking about anything. It always ends in an inspiring message from you. Tell me about why is that? Tell me about in the national realm, you have this desire to impart positivity and everywhere you go. You got to remember that this is about small business, big impact. Even though you're a small business owner, you're making a big impact on the lives of not only kids, but professionals such as myself.
Well, I've always had a philosophy that if you put the Lord Jesus Christ first,
Yes, sir.
you can accomplish any and everything in life.
Preach on.
I I I I come from a good home. I was raised by my mother and my father. They instilled family values and what to expect in life. And they always told me in life, people will say things that may hurt you or harm you. They may do things to you. You just keep your head above water. Because if you always do what you're supposed to do and listen to what you're told to do, you can never go wrong.
Never.
And always carry prayer with you because every day is not going to be a good day. You just have to put yourself together and tie your shoes and get ready for the next day so you can walk and live by faith. I've been through a lot in life. I've seen a lot. I've had the glory and the vision to go to the next level. And I realize it's not for everybody. So let me do something where I can give back to the community so I can try to instill and put something in a young child's mind where they can make it. Maybe their dreams may come true. And I always
Amen.
have the three, I call them the three famous words: faith, family, and football. Without
Yeah.
faith, there's no family. Without no family, there's no football. And I'm going to leave you with this. I've always been taught this. The family that prays together stays together. And that's how I always had. Every day is not going to be promised to a lot of folks and anybody. Just do what God asks you to do and honor him because your blessings come from doing the right thing.
Good. Good. Good.
And that's it.
I'll take football, but usually I say faith, family, finance, fun. So and
Oh, yeah.
obviously health.
Oh, yeah.
Health is important. Yeah. So
Health and strength always
so
comes
that's
with the
good.
playing of faith.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. So Coach, where do you see your company, J Shields? What's the next evolution for J Shields?
I see J Shields being a big, productive company, global.
Good.
I am going to work as hard as any owner or anyone who owns a business, and I'm going to strive very hard to treat
Good.
people with respect and live and honor the goals of my company. I want people to look and say, I like this company, I like what they do, and they're going to be around for a long time because of the tradition that they hand out to individuals across the world. I don't want anyone to ever think
Awesome.
negative about me or my company. I just want everybody to understand that we all live in the same world. Let's live and learn how to love through guidelines. And I just want to be a productive person in life as a CEO and president of a company. J Shields
Okay,
LLC
good.
means a lot to me, and I'm going to work hard to do a lot of things with that company. So, like I say, put on your seatbelt because we're going for a ride.
Yeah, I bet it's gonna be an exciting one for you. All right, so we are gonna enter into what we call the fire round. I'm gonna just throw like five random questions here. So I'm gonna ask you to put on your thinking cap in a minute, okay?
No problem.
All right. First question on the fire round. What's your go-to order at your favorite restaurant? What would you order if you when you sit down at a table?
Oh, I tell you, my favorite restaurant I would like to order some grilled chicken,
Grilled
tossed
chicken.
salad, a glass of lemonade, Ain't nothing better than a mother butler pie or some peach cobbler.
Wow. Wow. So that's your go-to, huh?
Yeah, you try to eat healthy.
Oh, good, 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 good. We need to.
Yeah,
Second question. What do you wish you had known when you started out?
with the invention.
In general, with invention and life, what would you
What I
wish
was
you had known before?
what I should known, if I would have known that I had this type of knowledge to be able to take my time to develop something long time ago, I would have done it.
Right,
See, we
right.
all have different
And
walks of
that's
faith in life, and I just, I'm in my prime, and I just think that I'm a firm believer, and I let everyone know if you have something and you have a vision and a goal, go after it.
yeah,
Don't let
absolutely,
nobody stop you. That's it. Just
absolutely,
go after your goal and what you want in life. That's going to better you and your family the right
absolutely.
way.
The,
That's
the
it.
the best way of summarizing that is just start. Whatever you're doing, whatever idea you have, we covered that on our previous episode as well. Um, just start. You just gotta put that
That
forward and make that step. You know, so that's very good advice.
don't worry about the negativity. Don't worry
Right,
about what people think.
right,
Just do it
right. Just
because
do
when
it.
it's done, everybody is going to be like a mannequin in a department store, like a statue. Like, oh my God. So,
So, third question: what are you most curious about right now? What are you interested in learning, doing, passionate about? What are you most curious about?
being a people's person and continue being one,
Mm-hmm.
and being able to continue to communicate with people on a professional level. Just to be
Absolutely.
able to wake up in the morning and thank the Lord Jesus Christ as my personal Savior in the morning, getting ready to see my kids get off to school, give my wife a kiss and tell her to have a great day, and just start my way onto the office with a
Right.
smile. Get to the
Amen.
office, have a cup of coffee, get to my desk, my computer, and just enjoy my life and my business. Just to be happy.
Right.
That's it.
So, in common parlance today, they tend to say, we thrive better when we have emotional intelligence, where we can know how to communicate with people at all levels and not just verbally communicate with them, but emotionally connect with them and know exactly what you're saying, how to reach them where they are, and just kind of be happy about what you're doing. So that's awesome. What's something that Fourth question? What's something that you failed at? Give me an example of one thing that you failed at.
Well, I failed not having this knowledge years ago. My only concept and knowledge was to work hard, stay out of trouble, listen to your parents,
Right,
be obedient and respectful to others that's out there in front of you, and always go up the ladder with advancement. You know, now the knowledge that I'm carrying, I should have had when I was 14, 15. But
right,
I didn't have it because I was young and I always thought about working and doing positive things, going to school, getting educated, and I look back and I say, wow, I really should have applied myself more back then.
hmm
And maybe I'd probably be one of the top executive CEOs in the world. But, God has a plan for everyone. And
absolutely, absolutely.
and he was there for it to help me. And I continue to pray. So I'm
Right.
happy.
So
I'm
yeah.
moving
So
forward.
right. So you're never too old to take risks. Of course,
No, never.
the risk
I
level.
see people.
that gets modified, over time. But part of life is taking a risk, and we gotta make sure that we take that. I'm glad you identified.
Right.
All right, final question.
There's
It's a
no
general.
problem taking risks.
Yeah, is there anything I should have asked that I didn't, and anything that you want to share with the audience that maybe I didn't cover?
Yes, I
Go ahead.
reach out to everybody. I'm reaching out to everybody, and I'm letting everyone know, if you have a vision in life, take that journey.
Yes, sir.
Don't ever let anyone stop you from succeeding with bettering yourself in life. You're going to have people say, oh, this and that. They're going to be negative. But if you have prayer, you can accomplish anything, because prayer changes things.
It does.
There is no family that's perfect. There is no business that's perfect. There is no one in the world that's considered a perfect world. But I am going to tell you, put your mind to whatever you have to do in life that's going to make things happen for you and your family. And when the dust clears, you'll have a sound of relief. Just keep moving, keep grinding, keep working hard, because nothing is ever given to you in life. You have to earn it. Please
Absolutely.
don't never let no one stop you from being who you are and what you have accomplished. Just do it. Just like the Nike swoosh sign, do it.
Just do it. Yeah. Like the scripture says, "Whatsoever your hand findeth to do, you do it with all your might." So
That's it.
that's very good counsel, sir. And I really do appreciate your friendship. I really do appreciate your vision, and obviously I'm always there to help you with anything that you need to get this product going. So how does your audience reach out to you if someone wants to order or get into a contract? How do they reach out to you with regard to the J Shields?
Well, they go through the company that helped me with the invention, and they just have to get in contact with them and let them know. If they go on YouTube, Prescription Helmet Shield, it has everything they need to know to be able to contact them to find out how can they get a hold of the Prescription Helmet Shield, and they can deal with them and have all the answers for them. The name of the company they'll find on the website is For Sale by Inventor.
Okay.
And they have everything lined up for them in the video at the end. And so if they would like to contact them about Prescription Helmet Shield, they're open and they're more than happy to help anyone to find out how can they be a part of manufacturing, distribution, or marketing of this particular Prescription Helmet Shield.
And that's for salebyinventor.com.
Yes, forsalebyinventor.com.
Awesome.
That's I gotta spell it to them. It's FOR by BY sale SALE by BY inventor.com.
Awesome.
forsalebyinventor.com. Very, very awesome company.
Awesome. Well, you stay safe, sir, and I really do enjoy the time that we spent today. And I look forward to hearing great things about J Shields, and I look forward to helping out with it as well. So you stay safe and be blessed with your family. And thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you, and thank you for having me on. And I hope I reached out to a lot of people on a positive note. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy, and stay family first. God bless you all. Thank you.
All right, God bless.